Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Commander Cook, and today we're going to be making a custom Captain Fordo. We're only about 3 subs away from 50, so let's see if we can get to that before the end of June. So if you enjoyed the video, consider subscribing, it really helps out a lot, and let's begin. Originally I was going to go with more of the animated style, but I ended up going with my own twist of a realistic version. I got my base figure along with some other spare parts from eBay, and it came without shoulder pads, so I used my blow dryer to remove some from a bootleg figure. Starting on the head, the first thing I'm going to do with it is drill out a hole in the bottom to fit over the ball joint of the neck. What you're doing with this is you're basically making a mold, so you'll want to make sure that the hole is big enough so that when you pour in the hot glue, that it will be able to go around the ball joint. After I've got that hole dremelled out, I'm going to spray it with this white spray paint and let that dry while we work on other things. Next, I'm just going to go ahead and do the usual sanding that helps the paint and glue adhere better. The only thing I need to paint white on this body is the forearms, so I'm just going to go ahead and do that. And to help the white that we are going to keep on the body match the forearms, I'm going to just dry brush that same white all over the body. And to help the colors match a little more, I'm going to go spray it with a matte clear coat. From what I could gather, Fordo is part of the Coruscant Guard, and keeping in mind that I'm wanting to make a realistic version, I still want to add in little pieces of the paint scheme of the animated version. For example, I'm going to paint the calves and the top of the chest piece like the Coruscant Guard, and I will paint the knees and the elbows like the Fordo from the animated version. I also painted the belt a light gray like the animated version. After I got my paint scheme on, I went ahead and fixed any mess ups. I also decided to give him a comma similar to the Phase 1 Fordo. To get the measurements for these type of things, I'll usually just wing it using reference photos. To get the red lines around the edges, I'm going to just paint those on, but first I'm going to mark off the areas that I don't want painted with some tape. I'm also going to give him the DC-17 pistols, and for the pistol holsters, I'm going to paint them the same light gray as the belt. For the straps that connect the belt to the holsters, I'm going to be using this fabric material that's kind of rough on one side, and it's kind of like a nylon material on the other. Once I've got those cut out, I'm going to go ahead and connect all the pieces together. Then I'm going to go ahead and connect the comma and belt to the figure. For the over-the-shoulder strap, I'm going to be using the same material that we used for the holster straps. For his shoulder piece, I'm just going to be using the red part of this extra pauldron that I have. Before I attach that, I am going to go ahead and attach the shoulder pads. And before I attach the pauldron piece, I had to cut away at it a little because it was interfering with the placement of the head. Moving back to the helmet, I pretty much just painted that the same as the animated version. I had a spare wolf head, so I just decided to repaint both the eyes and dry brush the hair with some dark gray paint just to show that he's been in the war for a while. Lastly, I attached the helmet and then gave him some weathering. Again, if you like the video or this type of content, consider subscribing. It really helps out a lot. And if you have a clone trooper that you would like to see made, let me know in the comments. Again, thanks for watching, and I'll see y'all in the next one.